Pittsburgh sideline, a look there at the Steelers head coach. His guys were winners a week ago, trying to make it 2 in a row in this one. On the other side, you've got the head coach of the Ravens. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he looks past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Still 2nd down.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Come on, set.
Right at the outset, he lost the football. One of the Steelers has it. And he's going to score. Do you believe this start? Opening minute of the game. Fumble recovery and a touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Steelers are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Avery Williams on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. Let's see if they can bounce back from the early mistake. That fumble a moment ago returned for a touchdown. The offense gets it back, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready. 45. One. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That's big Christian Wilkins in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
33. Yellow.
He'll drop to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
So that'll bring up 4th down, and that'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the 1st time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
And he will go all the way. Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Now, the extra point. It's up and good. And the Steelers will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready. Down. 50, green.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Ready up. Ready.
Give, and here comes Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Ready.
He'll look to throw. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Raven 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
On the ready.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. A throw left side taken in by Wilson. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
What an impressive play by this linebacker. I mean, Mike, back in the day, you would never see a linebacker take down a wide receiver in the open field like that. But these guys are tremendous athletes who can really hold their own in space. And he killed that play before it even had a chance to develop.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Black, red, yellow, 43.
And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long.
60 red. 60 red. Cut.
Back to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A run, Edwards-Helaire. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Third and 2. Here we go. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt. Back deep is Avery Williams. This is taken at the 25. The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. They're an early hole, 14-0. Start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Out wide, that's Robinson. Finding space at the 40. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And now flags fly as a gain of about 4 could be negated. to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Devontae Wyatt. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
Travel like a bond, I'm a traveling man. LAX, I'm the Baltimore, they landed in France. Make some shots, y'all can German, ready.
Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Here's their punter now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And this one's going to be down inside the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back set to go once more. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently 2nd in that category. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll try to set up the screen here. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now give on the ground, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Third and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here's Logan Cook now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Return man steering clear of this one. They're going to mark it down at the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Got to start digging out soon. We'll begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Ready. Set.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Forced out wide. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag there on the play. But I think that's going to be holding on the offense. So, backed up after the sack, and now in long.
Yellow, 22. Set.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. So the two sides will make that long walk to the other end of the field. It's the Steelers with the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins, as with 4th down coming up. Ravens sending the punt team out there, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. going to back him up halfway. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again. Ravens bring their punt team out. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Steelers offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And he's right there in contention for most receiving yards by a wideout this year, currently ranked second in the NFL. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A run with Edwards-Helaire. And some good blocking. Springing it. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Third and a yard. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Now, faking the give. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
And now the decision has been made. The challenge flag is out. They want a review of the previous play.
Previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right. But it takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Catch made. Right side by Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Full speed. 45. Wide. Ready?
On the give, it's Robinson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Ready.
3rd and 6.
Ready. Ready. Pitch.
Throwing now from the gun. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Set. 52 blue.
That is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Ready up.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Blue 30.
The open man is Wilson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Gray Greenlaw in on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
3rd and long.
Set. Ready. 33. Yellow. Set.
Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
That's taken at about the 14. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. ground. Edwards in left. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
And you talk about a guy who's been running with a purpose here in the first half, Mike. I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 1. They'll stick with him again. He gets free. Accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he is gone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Steelers will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The Ravens offense ready to take over once again. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry, and they'll start it here on 1st down.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red. Cut.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by Knox. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
So now, yellow, 22. Cut, cut.
He'll drop to throw. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Inches.
Set, hut. Black 40. Ready?
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on 3rd and short.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down. So they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind, as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
On comes the punter now. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Steelers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it seems like it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard chunk play, one after another.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. The linebacker, Jerome Baker, there to make the play.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They put Woods in motion. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the play off on 3rd and short. Down. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 black.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Into the hands of Corey Davis. That's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out.
Ready, break.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Set. Set.
Now Robinson, and that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Okay, break.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Red 38. Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Baltimore.
half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Down. Ready.
Up the middle, it's Neal. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Ready. Let's go now. Set.
RPO, they throw it to Rice. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Strike. Check strike. Blue 32. Field black. Check.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Here's the punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as this season starts to wind down, we look ahead to NFL honors the week of the Super Bowl. Take a look at some of the candidates to take home the award for the Offensive Player of the Year. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how he wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
3rd and long. He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. To return is Williams. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Ravens offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
We'll start out with a run by Neal. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Frankie Luvu there to make the play defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready. Come on, set.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That was incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning.
My God, I can't believe what I'm watching. It's like watching where I'm leaving the city if y'all don't score. We're gonna pay for this. Ryan, what are you doing? You're even paying attention. Ridiculous. Take him out. Okay.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Set, hut.
Back to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Straight Greenlaw. He's in there and drop him. And it leads to 4th down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. This brought in out past the 20. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment. He was taken down after a solid return. The Steelers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one complete right side. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's a Steeler 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to have the 1st down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
16 yards.
And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. And this will be from 42 yards out. That one is good. And the Steelers extend the lead to 24-0.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. I bet you it's two different, very different, in fact, time speeches from the head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we wrap up the season, getting ready for the playoffs, start thinking about NFL honors, the week of the Super Bowl, we preview some of the top contenders for the Offensive Player of the Year trophy. A run. Edwards in there. This will be a short pickup to about the 30. The linebacker Jerome Baker there to make the play.
Brings up second and 9. Over the 30-yard line.
It is second and 9. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up. Like you can see, he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. Once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it, breaking it up.
Third down and 9. Complete. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Steeler first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll look to throw here on first down. In trouble, and down he goes. It is Harold Landry working his way in for the sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
Third down and 9. They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And no chance to down this one. He carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Okay, right? Down. 45, white. Check.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. As the scrub continues down behind the line again.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now they'll set up to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stoops. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. The linebacker, Jerome Baker, there to make the play.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now they'll set up the screen for Edwards-Helaire. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
To the goal line and in. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown Steelers. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The kicking team off for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Steelers move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
Okay, ready? Set, ready, set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbounds.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Got it?
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Here we go. Ready, ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Moving outside, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. Looks like one of the Ravens was able to fall on it. Yes, indeed they did. So Baltimore will keep possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
And that is incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
We're all set to kick this one away. He'll return it from the 11. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. operating from their own 23. They'll begin 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Here's a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. The linebacker Jerome Baker there to make the play.
2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That's number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball to his hands, and he does the rest.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's swung out to Edwards-Helaire. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the 1st half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the 2nd half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
1st and 10.
Set, ready. Blue, 32. Set.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So at this stage of the game, Mike, that whole sideline, they're looking up at that scoreboard. They see the donut up there, and they're saying, we've got to get something going. You become a little desperate. You start pressing. In this case, they try to push something downfield. Deep pass, incomplete. They got to find a way to generate possessions while still searching for these big plays.
Back to the air one more time. Open man is Davis. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Let's go. Black 40. Ready.
He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. Might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. They'll run. This is Tyler Goodson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back in line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Down. They'll set up to throw. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. They gain 18 yards on that ball. Good for a Steeler first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. He'll throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
To throw. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 by 6, 60 by...
Now, faking the give. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time. When you're around the ball on defense, good things are going to happen. And this is a great example. He's not able to secure the interception, but the next best thing is he gets his hand on the ball, and it falls harmlessly incomplete.
2nd and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. They put Woods in motion. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Still first down.
Now it is first and goal. They'll look to throw again. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good. And the Steelers add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Williams now to return. He'll come across the 20 and take him down at the 21-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 50, green. Set.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
33.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked.
yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Steelers offense and their running back set to go once more. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Handoff here, up the middle, a gain of 4 as he's taken down. They'll look to throw. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the pass. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10.
Ready. Black 40. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rice open. He's got it. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Okay, ready?
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They run over center with Robinson. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to the 25.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That caught by Davis. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
Red 38. Ready?
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down. That'll be a first down. A gain of 10.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
The pass taken in by Knox. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 6.
Here we go.
They'll run with Robinson.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Just seems that nothing has gone right all game for this offense, and that's what happens when your quarterback just faces relentless pressure. You just can't generate any kind of offense, and I think that's the biggest reason there's a big old 0 up on that scoreboard.
And now the punting unit will come up.
Waste of time. Here, get up here. What are you getting paid for?
That was terrible. Awful. Seriously? Justin,
Really? This cannot be happening.
what just happened? Seriously? Was that even a play?
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Steelers offense ready to take over once more. Right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. A run with Edwards-Helaire, and a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take him down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, go.
ground. It's Goodson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Complete.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
On 4th down, out comes the punter, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. This fielded inside the 35. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession.
Ready. Blue 32, ready.
First down, it's Davis. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Down. Ready.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
On first down, it's Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Quick throw here is complete. And And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Check.
That one taken in. Brendan Rice. Touchdown, Ravens.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens cut into the lead a little bit.
Ravens 7. Joshua Carty to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. The Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. From the 35, it's first and 10. Travel start on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. On the ground, Edwards and legs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Mike, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
It is third and 10. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done. For my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.